The fascinating history of the Great Pyramid of Cholula, the largest pyramid in the world by volume, spreading across 300 by 315 meters. With a total volume of 4.45 million cubic meters, the Cholula Pyramid in Puebla, Mexico was widely mistaken for a hill for centuries. Though the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt may claim the title of the tallest pyramid in the world, it is not, in fact, the largest pyramid in the world. That honor goes to the Great Pyramid of Cholula, located in Mexico. The Great Pyramid of Cholula, also called Tlachihuayotepetl, is a massive structure located in Cholula, Mexico. It's known for being the largest pyramid in the New World by archaeological site and the largest pyramid in the world by volume. While it's not as tall as Egypt's Great Pyramid of Giza, it makes up for it in sheer size, with the base almost twice as large. Built over 2,000 years ago, this pyramid is unique in its architecture, blending elements from the Teotihuacan and El Tajín civilizations. Although it stands at only 66 meters tall, its base spreads across an enormous area, making its volume even greater than the Giza pyramids. Despite its impressive size and the effort put into its construction, the Cholula Pyramid was abandoned after a few centuries, slowly being reclaimed by nature. Even though it was rediscovered in the 19th century and partially excavated, much of it remains untouched today. Now, it might seem like a hill with a church on top, but its story as the made-by-hand mountain is a testament to ancient engineering and history. Construction techniques. The Great Pyramid of Cholula is no ordinary pyramid. It's a story of time and transformation that unfolded over 1,000 years. Imagine it like a series of nesting dolls, with each layer adding to its grandeur. This ancient wonder's journey began around 300 BC, but the real construction work started during the terminal formative period. The first phase, known as La Cañonera, emerged around 200 BC, standing on a modest 10 square meter base. Over time, it grew taller and wider, and the Pyramid of the Painted Skulls came into being between 200 and 350, with 7-step levels leading to an altar and a 2-story structure. But the most remarkable phase was the Pyramid of the 9 Stories, which had, as the name suggests, 9 levels and a majestic jaguar altar. Over centuries, each generation of builders added new layers, creating a unique blend of architectural styles. The ancient painters even adorned it with colorful insect motifs, echoing the Toltec culture of the time. Unlike Egyptian pyramids, Cholula's Great Pyramid is a complex stack of 7 pyramids that underwent 9 modifications. It's a testament to the ever-evolving craftsmanship of ancient builders, and it still holds its secrets today, waiting to be explored. Discovery and excavation. In the distant past, something mysterious happened to Cholula. People left, and the Great Pyramid was left mostly alone. As the years rolled on, the pyramid vanished beneath a blanket of wild plants, turning into what looked like a giant hill. They called it Tlachihuayotepetl, which means made-by-hand mountain in their language. Fast forward to the 16th century, when Spanish explorers led by Hernán Cortés arrived in the region. They found Cholula, but it was hidden under the thick overgrowth. Cortés, unfortunately, had a violent response when he discovered that the Cholulans had allied with the Aztecs. Thousands lost their lives in the turmoil, possibly as many as 30,000. Throughout the twists and turns of Mexican history, the pyramid faded from memory, replaced by other structures like sacrificial altars. It's unclear whether it became overgrown due to neglect, or if, when the Aztecs got wind of the Spanish coming, the people of Cholula hid the pyramid to protect their culture. But here's the twist. When the Spanish reached Cholula in 1519, they didn't even realize it was a pyramid. They thought it was a perfect hill for one of their many new churches. And so within a year, they built La Iglesia de los Remedios right on top of it, where it still stands today. Mysteries and legends. The Great Pyramid of Cholula, a massive ancient structure, has a long and intriguing history. For 1,000 years before the Spanish arrived, people kept building it up, making it the biggest pyramid in Mexico. But when the Spanish came, many of the locals were hurt and their pyramids were replaced with Christian places. But this pyramid was different. The Spanish didn't even know it was a pyramid. They thought it was a hill, so they built a church on top of it. Now, this place is religious again, but not for the pyramid itself. People come here for the church, called the Virgin Mary of Remedies. It's kind of strange because the Virgin Mary of Remedies is also known as the Little Lady of the Rain, and she's supposed to bring rain to dry places. That's a coincidence since the pyramid is so big and rain is crucial. Speaking of big, this pyramid is gigantic. It's as wide as 9 Olympic swimming pools. At the bottom, even bigger than the famous Great Pyramid of Giza. While Giza's pyramid is taller, the one in Cholula wins in terms of overall size and how much stuff can fit inside. People started digging around in the 1800s to uncover its secrets. Inside, they found a place called the Patio of the Carved Skulls, where there are bones, graves, and even child skulls. This hints at all sorts of ancient rituals, sacrifices, and mysteries yet to be uncovered. The world's largest pyramid still holds many secrets waiting to be discovered. Appearing on the world stage back in 1881, a smart archaeologist named Adolf Bandelier found some human burials here, but no one really knew about the big pyramid hiding underneath. It was hiding quietly under a fancy church that was built in the 1500s. Then, in 1910, some folks were building a place for people who needed special care, and they realized there was more than just dirt under the hill. But it wasn't until the 1930s that archaeologists who were digging around at another place called Teotihuacan started exploring tunnels here. They found lots of layers hidden beneath. They kept digging in the 1950s, and then again in the 1960s and 70s. And guess what they found deep underground? A massive painting shows 164 people drinking a special drink called poke. It made them feel closer to their gods. Now, not many people know about this place. It's not as famous as Chichen Itza or Teotihuacan because you can't really see the pyramid clearly. A big old church sits on top, and they can't dig the whole thing up because it's protected. People still come here for special reasons like to pray and celebrate. Religious significance. The Cholula Pyramid is a religious temple that reportedly was built by the Toltecs in dedication to the Aztec creation god Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent god who was and still is associated with wind, rain, merchants, arts, crafts, knowledge, and learning. According to Heritage Daily, archaeologists determined that human sacrifice rituals took place at the site after discovering burials of mangled body parts and skulls from decapitated victims. The church built by the Spanish still remains atop the pyramid, but with the grand architecture of the Mesoamericans revealed beneath it, the Catholic structure looks insignificant by comparison. In attempting to surmount the indigenous religions with their own, it seems the Catholics only drew attention to the powerful forces and beliefs that existed here long before they ever arrived. How to visit Great Pyramid of Cholula. Cholula isn't too far from Puebla and Mexico City. It's called the Zona Arqueológica de Cholula, and you can visit it to discover some cool stuff. There's a tunnel you can go through, about 1,200 feet long, with lights to guide you. Inside, you'll see different layers of the pyramid. When you come out, there's a place called the Patio de los Altares. In a little museum, there's a copy of the big painting, but the best part is when you climb to the top, where the church is. From there, you can see the city and two big volcanoes, Popocatépetl and Iztaccíhuatl. It's an awesome view. Explore the mysteries and wonders of the Great Pyramid of Cholula, where ancient history and legends await. From hidden tunnels to breathtaking views, this site has stories that continue to unfold. Don't miss the chance to experience the magic of Cholula for yourself.